Hello everyone, so this is your trainer Anirudh Chiller. So we are working on a lab that we made in EVNG having FortiGate firewalls and some Cisco devices, and the FortiGate platform was 7.x to be exact. So the agenda for today is that we are going to implement PAT, and that is going to be a per policy PAT. I'll be telling you what is per policy PAT. So let's say this is our lab right now in which we are working. So what is PAT right now? It's used for, you can say, IP translations. If something is coming from inside network, or you can say your company, and it's going to the internet, so you know, normally won't send it directly. It should be converting to a different public address. So that's how this PAT coming to the picture. Some of you guys knows this as a term of net. And when we say PAT means translating many IPs into one or a IP pool, depends on your configuration. So how you can define that? Let's say you have 100 users, those want to access internet. So let's say if you have 100 users and each and every user should have to be their IP, like their IP should be translated when they're going to the internet. So you can't buy 100 public IPs. You have one public IP, let's say, for instance. So what you can do, you can use PAT here, or another term for the net is overload. You can use any of them. So all 100 users can use the specific IP, let's say 4.5.6.7. They'll be translated to this IP when they try to reach to the internet. So in our lab, let's say we have 10.x.x.x network that's in the green color, or under this Fortinet 1, or inside network, let's say this is inside network, it's outside network. Let's say if somebody is coming from this 10xxx from the inside network and they want to access the internet, so we'll be using the net on this specific port. So either they can be translated to this one IP, for instance, like whatever is coming from source 10xxx, that will be patted to 1.50, or another one, we can create one, let's say IP pool, and this pool is under the subnet 1110/24. So let's take the IP 124.1.1.2.11 to 123.1.1.1.2.12. So, for example, we have 100 users, so it will be working like 50 users will be translated to this IP, and 50 will be using when they try to reach the internet, they will be translated to this IP. This will be using as a PAT, or you can say overload. So we are going to perform this PAT configuration of network translations on the FortiGate Firewall 1. On that FortiGate Firewall 1, we are going to use the PAT or overload in two ways. The two ways will be per policy. Per policy means like, let's say you have one, two, three, four policies, okay? One policy is for some different things, second one is for different, third one is for different, and fourth one is for different. So you can create a PAT rule as per policy. Like, let's say one policy says, okay, something from specific source is allowed for specific destination with the specific ports. So either you can put the PAT on that specific policy, so the PAT will be working when you're using that policy only, or you can create as a centralized PAT. Central PAT means, let's say you have four policies again, and all these policies says that uh, from a specific source to a specific destination, everything is allowed, but the source and destination is same. So you want to create a centralized net. So whatever is coming from this source, let's say 10xxx, and it's going to the destination, let's say internet, use this centralized net. It can be a single IP again. It can be like you can say that if 10 x want to go outside, they should be translated to 1150. Or you can say that 10.xxx is going, they can be converted via IP pool. Depend. But if the policy seems to be same, like they are allowing us something same to a similar destination or to a similar source, or you can divide it per policy that on you right now. So today we'll be talking about the per policy part right now. Let's go to our firewall. So open our FortiGate 1, go to the GUI 192.168, that's our IP. Username password should be same as earlier. Just wait for a sec. Okay. Yeah, we are here. So let's check the status right now. We have few networks, some routes. It's a mixed route. Some are static, some from OSPF, some are connected. Then we have DSCP as well. DSCP is enabled. And let's go to the policy. Okay, where it is? Yeah, in the policy section. Okay, so you have two ways to create IP pool. Let's say in our instance, in the current scenario that we will be talking now or working on our lab, let me remove this one. What we'll be doing, we are going to create one IP pool, and this pool will be having the IP. Let's say if somebody want to coming from inside and want to go outside, they should be translated to this IP pool. 112, only two IP should be there in the pool. So we are going to create this pool. We can create this pool with in two ways. Either you can go there, IP pool inside the policy and object, just create a new pool, or okay, it's already there. Let me remove this one. Yeah. Either you can go there, create one pool, enter the pool name or any comment you want to enter, or you can type whatever kind of service you want to use. Either it's a overload, means many to many, many to one. Let's say we have 100 user and we have either one IP or one IP pool, and we want to convert all those IP into that single IP pool or single IP. Then at the time you will be using the overload. If we want to do one-to-one translation, so at the time you'll be doing that. Let's say 10.1.1.1 is coming. For that, we use a public IP 123.111.212 for the next one, next IP. So it's a one-to-one. It's not advisable, but you can use that. That's on your choice. And third one, this external IP range, you can put a range on this. From this specific range, this IP will be used. So let's say you have 10 users and you put, for example, let me create it for you. I'm not going to create, I'm just showing as example. Let's say ABC, and let's say you created pool 111129 to 123.111.35. Okay, so if you're seeing how many IPVs goes, we got 29, 30, and 5 here, 7 IPs. But let's say we select is at 1 to 1. So what will be happening here when you use this rule, specific rule, and you'll 10 of your users are trying to access the internet, for what will be happening? The first 7 users will be getting the IP. So until unless they're using the internet and it's not been released, you can't use the another IP for a translation. Translation won't be happening for the eighth one. So it will be happening for the seventh one because you select one-to-one service for the pool, or you can say static net here. So that's how you can make it work. Or that's the one way to create the pool. And the second way, since we are talking about the firewall policy and we are going to create a rule per policy rule here. So just click on policy object, click on firewall policy, and we have to create this rule from inside to outside network. So just select the rule that already defined. We are going to edit that one. Click on edit. So this pool says it's inside to outside. Incoming interface is inside, outgoing interface is outside. So basic stuff. Let me show where we are going to. Let me clean this up. Okay. So this is our inside interface. This is our outside interface, and we are going to create a pull here for this specific, like whatever is coming for the outside. On this policy, which is saying from inside to outside, everything is allowed. We are going to create the pull here. So inside is source, outgoing interface is outside. So what should be the source? What should be coming from the down? So let me close this one. I'll be recreating this one for you because I have used it for other lectures. Will it work? Yeah, it is working. And let's change the name. I think I'm not allowed to change the name. Okay, no worries. We're going to edit it again. 1 second. Okay, change it here. Come on. Okay, so how you can create that one? Let's click on the source. So should be, let's go to and create one. Click on address. Just give it a name. 10xxx inside network. And the type, let's say select subnet here. So what can be the subnet? It is like this. Like it's a inside interface, like inside subnet. Let me show it here. If you're seeing, this is 10.10.10, 10.02, 10.03. So we have just used this network, or you can say 10.0.0.0/8 here. Okay, so we use this one. Interface, try to keep it any, doesn't matter, we are not going to touch it. So click OK. So let's take this interface, it is a source. Destination can be anything from the outside. Schedule, just try to keep it always because we are not going to make it as a scheduled one. Services, all kind of services will be allowed, either it's a ICMP, TCP, HTTPS, doesn't matter. And action, we are going to allow this, like we have to enable this policy, and whatever is coming we have to make it allow, so that's why it's accept. So it says that you want to enable the net. Yes, we want to. If you disable it, it won't work, so you have to click it like this, screen. Then IP pool configuration, use outgoing interface address. So when you click on this, it will using the address of 123.111.50. That's the outside interface port. But we have to create a dynamic pool, so just click use dynamic pool. We don't have any pool right now, so click plus, just click on create. Let's create a pool. uh, Win pool. Okay, again, if you want to, you have to select the overload because it's be coming from many user and going to convert to some specific IPs. Or you can select one to one, but that's not advisable. Again, we are going to do it overload here. Just provide one range. We talked about this. It will be 11 to 12. Okay. Try to keep it net 64 at disabled and our reply, yeah, we need that to troubleshooting stuff. Click OK. Double click. One single click will work. Okay, it has taken this window pull. That's the pull we have selected. Okay, protocol option, we don't want to keep it default. We are not going to touch any security policies for now. Just try to keep it as a default. And log allowed, let's try to click all sessions. Sometimes security event select, so try to click it on all sessions for now. And policies enable, yes, we want to enable this policy. Click OK. So we have new rules from inside to outside. Source is 10xx or 10.0.0/8. Destination is everything, and it's been allowed. And the netting is like we have created one pool. Let's say if shows, yeah. And this pool shows having two IPs 123.112.12 to 211 to 212. Those two IPs are there and it's been enabled, and we are going to capture the logs. So, oh, 1 second. Now, what we can do, let's go to this Linux machine, this window machine, and try to reach the internet, and let's see if we are seeing any network translation on the firewall or not. So I have it open. Sometime it took time, so that's why I try to keep it open. Uh, Terminal. Let's try to ping the gateway first. I think gateway should be reachable to firewall gateway. Yeah, it is working. Okay, let's try to reach to the internet. Okay, it's working. So it says that from that Linux machine, Linux 9, we are able to reach to the internet. And now try to reach it from this window. I have it open as well. Okay, let's check the IP first. IP is there 161. Let's check the gateway first before reaching to the outside world. Yeah, gateway is reachable. Now ping 8888. Okay, it's working. Internet is working. Yeah. So is there an option? No, there's no. Yeah. Okay, so it's working. We are able to reach the internet. Let's go to the firewall to see what kind of translations are happening. So we are seeing that we are able to reach the internet without any issue. Session, yeah, list. Okay, so if you're seeing the translation is happening here for 10.10.51 is converting to 212, and for 10.10.52 is changing to 211, and the port translations are happening like from 3563, and the port for the netting is 63980. Let me show you where exactly these translations are happening. If we go to this rule, edit it, yeah, preserve source port. Like let's say if you click it here, like you enable it, so what will be happening? The port translations won't be happening. When you're translating the IP translation will be happening, the port translation won't be happening. To make the translation smooth, we have to disable it. So by default, when you disable it, what will be happening? FortiGate firewall as per is translating the port. Let's say they are using port number 330 from their side, and for after translation, it will be showing 2345. So you have to do that. Like try to keep it disabled here. So that's how you can make it work. Okay, let's recheck it one more time. We are here. Ping it again. Oh, the ping is continuous ping is happening. Okay, it's happening. Yeah, we don't need to worry. Okay, so the ping is happening without any issue. Get system. What was the IP? Get system session. Okay, session. I think list. Yeah, list. Again. Yeah. So again, you're seeing that 10, 10, 10, 52. So translation is happening. I think that's concluded our test here. Per policy test is working fine without any issue. So what we have done today, we have created the policy, and it's a per we have created the net policy, or you can say pet rule, and that's according to per policy rule. Like if we have five policy, we can create five rule. If we have if we try to create a centralized policy, we can create a centralized. We'll be talking in coming videos as well. But today we create per policy that says that whatever is coming from inside to outside for a specific interface or a specific subnet, we can create one pattern policy, and whatever is coming, we try to do the translation in two IPs, 211 and 12, and that's how we are opening. And we're able to see the port translation is happening as well through the FortiGate firewall and the outside interface, port 3, whatever is going outside via port 3 to the internet. So I hope you learned something new today. And if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel. That's at the rate ARC underscore tutorial. So I'll be coming with more videos, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.